Morning from Stanford, pre-dawn readings. So I'm going to read from a document in front of me, which is called Nuts and Bolts Negotiation from Harvard, the Harvard publication. And it's a collection of 3 articles, and it begins with the collection overview. Obviously, everything we do is negotiation when we're making deals with others, both sides of the deal. And one of the things they discuss in relentless detail is the idea that you should research your client, customer, friend, know what they're talking about, I guess, but also dig in to find out the details of what they need, who they are, what they do. And then they talk about how do you get to excellence? How do you get so that you not just, run-of-the-mill negotiator, getting good but half-baked deals, and where there could be something, it could be a good match. It could be a great match. You could figure it out so that it really pulls the whole thing into another level. And the third one is about this idea that when you're trying to drive a deal with somebody, or you're trying to do something, get something done, that it's not just getting someone to say yes, yes, or I wrote that and therefore they should understand. You want to drive it through so that you can succeed, so that you can actually come up with an answer that is doable. And so that what they talk about is going through the notion of agreement to something. I made the deal by force of character. No, by driving through into the, they call it implementation, getting the job done, finishing it, going through, turning the faucet on, if you will, so that the thing is a flowing great river, whatever it is that you've negotiated. Now, it may not be that, but it's like getting through a portal, and then what's on the other side, a door, what's on the other side. And so you have to go that extra mile, as they say, to find how to implement it and work the other side so that they're into implementation, whichever side you're on, your side, their side, so that the thing works, not just happens as an agreement. So let me read you their collection overview. It says, negotiating is a tricky business. Despite your best efforts at the bargaining table, you may end up holding the short end of the stick. And even if you seal a deal that looks brilliant on paper, the whole thing can fall apart when you start implementing your agreement. This Harvard Business Review, I guess it's called, article collection presents ideas for crafting deals that create real value for your company and for you. More my point. You're working for yourself, you're working for the people, you're working for the boss, you're working for the glory, you're working because making things is beautiful and good for us all as individuals. So use investigative negotiation to uncover information about the other party's interests and priorities. Through artful questioning, you improve your options and forge mutually satisfactory deals. That's number 1. And the second one is understand the 6 negotiation mistakes even seasoned bargainers make. By knowing these pitfalls, you stand a better chance of avoiding them. So that's understand the 6 negotiation mistakes even seasoned bargainers make. Adopt an implementation mindset so your excellent agreement will work out as you intended when you inked the deal. Together, these tactics position you to master the real art behind smart negotiation, letting the other guy have your way. Letting the other guy have your way. And my thing is that it's only win-win, and that both sides have to come to agreement. And there is good for both sides. It's not just taking the most for yourself. That's from Stamford, Connecticut. An early morning talk. For Roger Smith News and RS Learning, James Knowles.